you guys doing? Let's do it to it. Let's get our points built back up. Don't move till you see it. Don't move till you see it. Excuse me. Let's see here. I'm thinking it has to be something to do with this here, but because he opened up the line of attack here. Oh, he gave up the protection of that. Okay, I have to look a little deeper now. Yeah, that's not good. Bishop check here. Here takes. There. Okay. I had the right idea. Okay, let's get these right now. 1 sec, let me get a drink of water. Clear out that frog in my throat. Better. Okay, dokie. let's see here. Da, 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 da. Let me see here. Gave it the protection of the queen. Knight takes f6. If g takes f6, queen b4. Ooh, liking this right here. I'm loving that. Oh yeah. We have a good time. Having a good time. We're having fun. We're feeling good. Doing tactics today. We want to keep doing good with our tactics. So I'm thinking it potentially might be Pripet. Queen check right here. Oh, there is no way to check. Ah. I think it's Pripet if we do the other one. Sec. Okay. Sad face emoji. We gotta get this down. I gotta be able to see this better. Come on. This has gotta be better. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Focus down. Focus down. Okay, okay, okay. If I move the king, I can threaten to play, no, his bishop would intercept at that point. But let's see, bishop there. Boy, 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 boy. Well, yeah, let's look at a castling. If we castle, excuse me, I believe you can actually either play bishop takes h6 or no, you can't. I think that's the only move he can play. It's bishop takes h6. 1 second. Excuse me. Let me get a sip of tea. Ah, better. So, what would you do after that? After bishop takes, we got to decide what would we do here? What would we do? What would we do? So castles, bishop takes h6. What to do? What to do? What to do? Probably castles, bishop h6, and rook e8. Okay, because I was just thinking if you had an idea, because this is a pretty complicated one, because we have an attack on the king here, potential pin. So you have to look for ideas like a pin on the king. Do we have enough? Yeah. Yeah, we're in a bad spot for sure in this at this moment here. Right at this moment. In our, we're right here with our chess thing. It's like trying to see potentially if would we be able to sacrifice a knight, bishop, and rook for a queen? Interesting. Maybe bishop takes g5, queen takes g5, king f7. Might be an idea. But then he has queen e7 and ooh. We lose our knight, so I like castles. But Let's see here. Queen d5 check. Excuse me. King b6. Actually, we could take the d4 pawn, couldn't we, with check? Huh. Yeah. Oh no, we're white. My bad, sorry. I was some reason I was thinking we were black. Let's see here then. So now that we're white, Queen c5, King a4. Hmm. 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 Let's see here. Hmm. Oh, okay. That would have been a draw. No, I should have looked to see if there was a draw, rather than trying to go for a win. There's always a potential for that. You never know. Boy, gotta get a frog out of my throat, bugging me there. Let's see. Pow. Got it. Mm-hmm. that's an attack on the queen. If the queen moves here, let's see, there. Oh, drat, that's me. Forgot about that. That's okay. We got it though. We got the right move, so I don't count that as a miss. They may, but we don't because we got it. Check. So if we push, it comes up. Check. Comes up. Check. Intercepts. Takes. We got it. We got it. We're on a roll. We're on a roll. There we go. Come on. We're in this to win it. In it to win it. Come on, come on, come on. There. I didn't check my options. I should have. I went too fast. I should have checked all the king movements. I'm gonna do that next time. No fast play, because in a 90-minute game you're not gonna be able to do that. You gotta think your moves through. Let's see here. If only I can get a queen here, I could threaten mate. If only, if only. If only for a moment. For a moment. If only. If only a moment. For a moment. For 2 moves. If only for 2 moves, I'd be happy. Because then I know what I'd play both of them for. But I don't have 2 moves. I've only got 1, and if I come here, he comes there, and I move, check, up, queen, and it's all over, but pain and more pain. Ooh. There we go. Bishop takes f6, g takes f6, knight takes f6, check, king comes up. Yeah. just straight up taking? Okay. Here, there, there. So here, 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 actually here, and there. See up here, here, where is it? Here, here. Let's see if I push, it comes there. If I push here, it comes there. Come here. I have to, this is all about triangulating. Okay, so that, but I gotta check. I think he can really do a different triangulate though, I think. Let me see here. Oh, he has to keep in contact with his pawn at that point. Okay. My bad, I thought he can come here and then come up after that. But it came down to triangulating. That was a piece of cake. I like cake. Let's see, takes. There's got to be something more to like moving the queen. Thinking about moving it over either here to attack here and lay place there. Then I can actually come over here and I take there. Let's see here. So I was right. I should have went with that move. Drat, I went against it. Oh, because if takes there, then we could push for the fork. Okay. do this real quick and I'll be right back. do it to it. Hey, how you doing? back in the fray. Oh, excellent. When you're doing chess, oops, I have to, 1 second, I thought I put that on there. There we go. Now we're back. So if we check with the queen to A1, rook intercepts, then we check, and we get mate by taking. So queen checks, knight takes, check. If king comes up, we at least pick up a knight in that line. Yeah, that's the start. Now let's take a peek and see. Let's see if we could take right now. Oh yeah, then we pick up the queen. Oh, not a problem. Yeah, if we could put it in. There's also another line that's potentially interesting as well. Oh, that's funny. Black's side is Mr. Fishy. Oh, that's cute. If this is played, then you can actually play here and you take. Then if he comes up here, it's mate. So if he comes up after here, up here, then you can actually deliver and win here as well. Yeah. Let's see. Okay, so let's do this. Let's get this here. Okay. There you go. Okay, you are white. Gotcha. Did the Riddy opening. Interesting. That's always a fun one. That's usually if takes, and your opponent surrenders the center, and then you play something like this, and you start eyeballing that pawn, and then you can, if he tries to hold it, you can play there. If he tries to continue to hold it, you can go there. If he tries that, then you just take, and he can't take, because if he takes, wham, you pick up a whole rook, so he can't hold the pawn. I've seen it been played before by some grandmasters, and this is usually what they play, and they try to get they actually just let the pawn go back. So what they'll normally do is just develop, and then you can take, and then they'll develop, or maybe not develop there, because then you get an attack here. So they might play here to unleash their pieces out, and then you can castle. He can get his knight out, and then you get your bishop going, and it's something similar to this setup that would arise with the advanced ready. I don't usually play it. I've seen it before. It's very, very complicated, so I don't know about this move here. I think it just weakens the position after bishop. So your move b3 is actually goes with the principles of the Riddy, because you're wanting to fianchetto the bishop, and you're gonna have to do a break. Basically, you got to fianchetto the two bishops. Alexander Grushchuk actually played the Riddy once on Wesley. It was the Rapid and Blitz. Yeah. It's an interesting opening for sure. I may not be doing it 100% right, but I haven't played it in a while. I like more of a solid opening that will get you to a middle game where you can then outplay your opponent. So there are some openings like what was played in the London. It was the Berlin. There was a Berlin that was played. And a lot of the old grandmasters liked the Sicilian defense. They liked a lot of those move. They liked that opening. And for more, if you like a really older opening, the Spanish opening are the Ruy Lopez is a good one, but that's got a lot of lines in it. Knight, Bishop B2. If you want just like an opening that you can learn and kind of master over time, the French defense is your idea for black. And I know it's been kind of slightly outdated. The London system is really good for white if you're starting out and you don't want to learn a huge amount of opening theory. The London system's the set up for you, because you can play the triangular formation of c3, d4, and e3 after the bishop's outside on f4. You can play that almost against anything. The c3 line might be dubious though. Yeah. It's the c3 line is sometimes in some openings is dubious because it'd be better off for you to actually go c4 in the London. But if you just want a solid position, that's the way to go. Or there is Yazzer played when he was first starting out. The King's Indian's also a pretty good one for black too. You can, I think, castle in like 4 moves if I'm not mistaken. So if it's the French or the King's Indian's a good one for black, because you get your kingside castle and you have a fianchetto bishop, a knight here, and you're safe, and you could at least fight. So e5. Wow, this is interesting. Pretty interesting position for sure. Okay, so you're taking scope on. He's got some light square weaknesses, right? Right here and right there. So potentially later on, this most definitely is going to be a tender spot for black. So if you were able to somehow get a piece there, it would be engulfed there, entrenched there forever. So bishop f5. Excuse me. E4. Yeah, you can't play anything like that. So potentially it was smart for your opponent to have not taken. Because now he's got a break. Bishop e2. Not bad. Not bad at all. Let's see here. think he's up a pawn. Let me see. One. That's 3, 4, 7, and you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This could be playable. He might have retreated out at that point. But then you just snap, you grab a pawn. Did you consider this idea? The knight move? Let me see if it actually, I don't know if it works though. I don't think it actually works. Because I think he could just actually take back. Yeah. It was tempting, but it doesn't work. Because he's got 2 protectorates. Very tempting. It'd be if your opponent went in for this line, but I doubt that he would. Yeah. Ooh, wow. So there is. This is a. So there is a position thing like that. Okay. I've seen a pattern similar to this, where when they do this type of thing, you can actually grab their bishop. Yeah. I knew there was a way to grab a pawn because I've seen this. They call it I call it the rubber band pawn position, because if they take here, you rubber band your knight right back. I call it the rubber band. I thought it was funny because look, boom, boom, and then your knight's back and you've taken a pawn. But actually, you probably would want to take there, because if you took here, he could actually play queen takes, and then yeah. Yeah, that is, yep. That's for sure. Yeah, but you have to always be on guard for setups that they can come back and grab. Like here, now you've actually won your pawn. Otherwise, if we just had come back and taken, he could actually grab this. And I'm sure we'd still be fine, but I don't really like that he can entrench a piece here. So yeah, see, we were right. And if he did play that, then we can actually grab a pawn here. And if he tried to grab a pawn there, we can actually grab the bishop at that point. If you try grabbing here, and potentially could grab the bishop. Then after takes here, you grab that. Now that's covered. That's covered. And this pawn's gonna fall again. Wow, your side's totally smashing here. This position is stellar for white. Drat, we missed that. This right here was a sweet. Let's see what the move would be. Okay, knight, and then takes, knight takes, and then queen takes. Oops, sorry. Bishop takes. Nope. What am I miss here? So takes. Wait a second. You're down. That's not a very good move. Well, I guess maybe it's because of development. So I guess potentially they're thinking that activity outweighs the exchange down. Wow. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Hmm. That, I don't think his taking was proper. I think he should have taken the other way. This allowed you to get a majority. He should have taken after this. Your opponent should have taken this way. Kept, yes, you still have a majority, but it's going to be a lot harder to push on this side here. Yikes. This majority is a lot easier to get mobile, in my opinion, than the others. And also, you're threatening a potential fork. Yikesers. Okay, so now your side's threatening there. And we got an F4 coming, and wow. I'd try to get F4 in if I could. You tried F, okay. I kind of would have tried F4 to get played in potentially there. And if there, then you got that, so. Let's see what the engine thinks. I think F4, yeah. Because that goes along with this type of majority. When you have a majority like that, you want to just send those foot troops are like, finally, my liege, we overwhelmed the army. Let's charge. So they're telling you. Yeah, this is your soldiers basically are telling you, my liege, look, 3 versus 4, we could take them. We could take them. And this one, your D-pawn's going, don't worry, I got it, the rest of it. I got it held down. Me and the B-pawn and the C-pawn will hold the fort. You guys go blitz the king. Wham. They're in good harmony. Because this pawn's going, why deprive me, to the knight? It's going, why deprive me of mobility? Please let me run free. I can do damage too. And the knight's not the only one. You could have some really back your chess professor did one where he gave names to each one of the pieces on the he did a happy little game or something like that. I forgot the name of the thing. It was funny, but he told a story with the pieces. Yeah, you kind of have to make it real to life, because on the Knights of South Bronx there was a kid named I think it was Dylan, that he made his pieces into his ninjas, and he was the ninja master. And oh, say Dawson, Paul, forgive me about that. His name was Dawson. And Dawson loved ninjas. And what he did was he turned all of his figures into ninjas, and he was the basically ninja master. And when he needed something done, his ninjas would tell him what to do. And I know that sounds like, is there something going on up there? No, that's actually what grandmasters actually see. They don't see inanimate objects. They actually, these are living figures in their mind. This is a literal battle for the supers, and it's like what I've been reading in some books, that it's a game of the mind. And so as on, I forgot the gentleman's name who was their coach, but he says when they went to the nationals and they were playing scared, he says, let your ninjas out, let them talk to you. And at the very end there was a scene where it was priceless when Dylan Dawson, sorry, Dawson. I'm sorry, I don't know why I said Dylan. Dawson. When Dawson, he saw the move before it was even there. It was the ninjas walked right out of the shadows, and it was like the board was cleared, and he saw the rook and the queen lined up perfectly, and the one kid that he was facing kept checking him and checking him and checking him and checking him. But it didn't matter. He had a plan, and his plan was checkmate, and it worked out. So, just a little bit of what my teacher taught me as well in that area. Okay, let's see here. Knight e5. Knight takes e5. Bishop takes e5. And wham! There we go. f4. Bishop, and I like that move now came with tempo, so yeah, nice. So f5. Now we got some attack coming. I like the next potential next move is actually here, and then you can get your rooks doubled. Yeah, now you're pushing it. This is great. f4, bishop e5. Only move. And I'm not sure. Let me see. What I'm thinking that so he played that move. So that was the best move. Okay, I was just trying to see if there was something like that there. Potentially, but I think that is the best. Then he plays there, you take, queen takes, and now you can push on home. Let's see. I think you're up. You're up. Excuse me. In a position, you're up. So so you're trading. I don't know if I would have traded. I think you're still good here. And then here. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Trying to, let's see. What's the best line here? Okay, so that was the best line. So G. Oh, rook. Gotcha. Okay. Okay. Yeah, this is the tactic. You're clearing out the everything. And he has to hang on there. You potentially bring your other rook over. Probably pushing on with that. Oh. Okay. In this line, I probably would have, let me see here, I'm trying to think. I might have shoved this pawn up the board. And he has that. Just thinking of endgame plans. Yeah, you're winning now. That is an interesting for sure. H4, loving it. Nice job. Yes, it is. It's very. You always have to think when you do enough tactics. Even though we're kind of at a you know, as Bruce Lee calls plateau. I've still seen a lot of tactics, and you always just gotta make sure that each move, even though it looks like a trade, make sure that there's nothing more you can get out of it, out of the position. Wow, yeah. There we go. Now we got it cemented. And look at that. Sweet. So I'm wondering if G5 wasn't correct. Oh, it did like, what's this G5? Is it not? It doesn't like G5? Oh, okay. Okay, it allows infiltration here. Gotcha. Yeah, we want to break that bad spot up pretty good. Yeah, I kind of see now why. That makes sense, because you're wanting to break, make a spot for your king to come in. Man, that makes sense now. Would still, let's see, takes, king takes. Yikes. Nice. Oh. Okay. Well, you have him in Zook Swamp almost. Scrap. Wow, that was a nice game. Really nice game. Yeah. Nice job. Good work. Yeah. All right. That was great. Great job. Thinking queen d5 check, king c7, queen takes d3, f2, and then queen no. I gotta tell you, you know what? It's a gift Dolores given me, and I gotta say that I give him the honor of that, because you know what? I'm just glad that I was able to share to help you guys get better. That's the whole point about a teacher. But I'm glad you're getting better. That's the whole point, is to improve and use the, as I always say, God-given talent that He's given you, which is our minds. That's what my teacher told me when I was doing good in chess. Also, before he passed, was he says, I told him, you're doing good. Hey, anything's possible if you put in if you put enough time into a field that you're willing, or if you just put enough time into the area that you want to improve in. It could be that the grandmasters started out exactly where we did. The supers, they had to put in times, their time and stuff. Yeah. Hey, it's possible. You know what? Yeah, some players have gifts to accelerate like that. That's what my teacher, we always would joke with, because when I first started out, I kept forgetting to, in some opening lines, bring out my rook, and I still won. And the joke was, he said that he would know my games because I would have a rook, at least one of my rooks in the corner. And he says, when you learn to could do all your pieces, he says, then that'll be hard for me to tell which game you play because you're going to be that great of a player. And he says, thank you so much about that. And so he's like, yeah, yeah, that was our joke. And always remember, keep your games, even if it's on alliedchess.org or chess.com, whatever site, or even if you do over the board, keep those. And when you reach a plateau, my teacher told me, go back over them, because he got to a plateau and he said that he got frustrated, and when he got frustrated, he took out his older games and he got to see how far he's improved. And he said it also helped when he kind of got frustrated to see the kind of simple mistakes that he made when he was first starting out. And he said it made him smile and giggle a little bit, and then it helped him push onward to become a grandmaster. Yeah, it's yeah, he took a state. He was actually going for his grandmaster, but he had his candidate master. He was really high rated. He was really a great teacher. So I gotta say, in my eyes, he was a grandmaster. But he just, sometimes things happen. The Lord calls you home early, and great mind. Okay, dokie, let's see here. When you learn, oh, that is true. You do when you're learn. You never plateau when you're learning. I agree. I I'm trying to see per. Let me see here because. Let's see here. Oh no, we pick up the queen. There we go. Gotcha. It took a little bit, but we got it. We got it. Free knight. Free knight. Trying to, yeah, I'm trying to figure out if see, bishop takes c3, rook takes, Bishop takes c3, rotates d8. Yeah, yeah, we gotta be really careful here because I think you're right. Let's see, takes. Oh, nice. That makes sense. Yep. Because you had to make sure you had a defender on this bishop. Nice. Oh. Drat, I should have remembered to bring my queen over here. And then the idea is he can't take because his king's outside the square. You can't take here because then this is the square, and there's no way for the king to get into the square. Oops, sorry about that. There we go. Let's take a look. 1 sec. I wanted to check one thing out. After here, here, here. Okay. If here, yeah, we don't want to take because then he's winning at that point because he could stop the pawn. So you just push at that point. All right. Gotcha. Gotcha. Yeah, I didn't know. It takes a while to get your Grandmaster norms, so you could be really high level player, FIDE, but unless you have your norms, you can be like a 26, 500. But unless you get the norms, you can't get the titles. So that's what he was telling me about. He's a really high rated grandmaster. He's a really high rated player. He's just trying to get his titles, his norms. And thankfully that Singfield, St. Louis has they brought a lot of that, and so there's a greater potential for players to actually go for their title. So that's really nice. There's a lot more grandmasters out there than before. So thinking about taking the rook. Maybe that was right. No? Can't he save the position though? Oh, I see why. He'd lose a rook. Okay. Because if he goes here, it's mate anyways. Okay, so it was this move here. Because I was wondering if the queen couldn't do a check here, and king g3, and then potentially a check there. Rook g4. Okay, yeah, they can't take, because if they did, it'd be mate. Okay, wow, that is nice. That is interesting for sure. Wow, that is very wow. The queen can't even take and gobble up the rook and say, I have you where I want you." No. Okay, let's see here. We'll do a couple more of these. We'll do like 5 more. And we'll get 5 right. We gotta get 5 right. Let's do it to it. Okay. Boy, I'd love to play rook b8, but rook takes. Well, queen c4 looks appealing, appetizing. That threatens mate, so that if bishop d7, what do you think? I'm thinking queen c4, then if bishop goes to e7, you have queen takes d4, check, queen takes d4, bishop takes d4, rook takes, check. I think we would be so there, then bishop takes, king over, yeah. Well, I'm thinking, let me see, queen c4, bishop a7, queen takes d4, check, queen takes d4, bishop takes d4, check, bishop f6, bishop takes f6, king takes f6, and then we can play f4 at that point. Wham. And I'm thinking that we should be okie dokie with that. See, queen takes queen, pawn takes, rook b8. And if he takes here, we take the rook, and if he takes the rook, we take, yeah. I think it's well, you're able to he's able to intercept after that. I checked this out, bishop f8, check, 8, knight, and he intercepts. So I'm thinking here, and if he moves, let's say over here, we can actually take, and if he takes, then we grab the thing. There's 2 out of the 5. Hooray. Thinking potentially f6 check, and then if g takes f6, bishop takes f6 check, king d7, And then bishop takes h8. I'm thinking that's potentially the move. Ooh, nice. Yeah, I think you're right. That's better. Yeah, that's me. Yeah, that's much better. Much better. Nice, nice. That's a lot better. That's a lot better. Wow. Yeah. I think I would trade a piece for mate. Yeah, checkmate. Any day of the week. Let me see here. We have him in almost a no move. Whatever he moves is bad. There's one position. I'm thinking potentially rook f6 might be might be the kind of nail cruncher or bone cruncher or whatever they call it move that's really good, because his king really can't. Well, I guess his maybe we move our king first. Oh, we move our king. Sorry, king first. That's right. King h3. That's right. My one move ahead of myself. King h3, and then you bring the rook over. Yeah. Oops. Huh. So that was right. Interesting. Oh, you take the knight, that's why. And if he takes the pawn, you take there. Okay, that is why. Yeah, this is an okay move, but he can actually go g4 at this point. And we don't have this anymore. Okay, so that was correct. Cool. We're doing it without thinking. We just made a slight miscalculation there. There we go. Not a problem. We'll get it back. Not a problem. Come on, come on. Let's see, what do we got here? Yeah. We do, I think we can pick up a rook in this line. I just got to figure out what combination we have to put it in. Let's see, knight takes, bishop takes. let's see. Bishop takes D. No, bishop take. Sorry, it's not bishop. Knight takes C5. Bishop takes C5. Knight takes E6. F takes E6. Queen takes E6 check. And I believe that that would lead to us winning material, massive material advantage. Yeah. And then the rook comes right here and we win. Alright. 2 more and we're good. And then we got our 5. Let's see here. I'm actually thinking about starting off with, let me see, if we take here, check, he comes in, we can actually play queen check. Kind of looking at something like a knight takes h6 to remove knight takes h6. Sorry, 6 check to remove the pawn in front of the king to see if we can't get some damage going. But I don't know if we want to. Yeah, this is a tickler here. Not yet. See, bishop takes d5, then he can actually intercept with bishop e6 at that point. We wouldn't have any compensation, so that's why I was thinking about doing the knight h6 check, and if king h8, then you can go back knight f7 check, king g8. Or maybe better than back to check, knight g5, then mate. Check, and then we reroute to here. Okay, one more. I'll show you the idea. See, if we'd played here, he could have actually played bishop here, which then attacks both our. And then if we tried there, he can actually again play knight f6, and then no more attack anymore. So by taking here, king h here, there, and knight g5, and now you have that idea. And if he comes here, check, wherever he goes, he can go over here. Oops, actually can't go over there. There's your mate. Checkmate. One more. Alright, one more. Okay. Let's see here. Wow, our king's in check, so let's see, what are we missing here? We have really three moves. We have king f5, king g5, and king h4. Those are the moves we have. Let me see. Let's see, h4. H4 he takes with the knight. Then he gets a check on us. So that's not what we want. So h4 is off the list. Yeah, that does get, well, let me see here. Yep, that gets mated. There. Rook over check, king, yeah. I don't know, does it actually, let me see. King g5. Rook. G3 check. King F5. Then then you have F6. Yeah, F6. That's right. Yeah, it does get. And then what happens is the next move he brings up is Rook. Yeah, it does. After F6, there's really no way to stop me. Well, you could push the pawn. You could push H after F6. You could go H5. I'm thinking King F5 is the move. King F5. What do you guys think? Yeah, so and now we can bring our rook to 8. We can then bring rook A3 and it stops everything and it's protected. Oh, no. But I'm shot. But can't we just trade off after here? Oh, the ravioli. Okay, then we eliminate, we actually give back a piece so that when he comes back here, you may be able to G4. Huh. Alright, one more. Come on, come on, come on, we got this. Okay, okay. We're so close to checkmate here, so. At first glance, I'm checking out Queen G7 check, King E8, Queen G8 check, King D7, C takes, or sorry, D takes C5 check, King C7, Queen takes F. Queen takes F. 7 check. King B8. And I think he's safe at that point. Oops, I forgot to put a check. Not an equal. Wham, there we go. Let's take a looky. Yep. Check. Comes down. Huh. If I take here, he goes there. There we go. We'll call it on that. Do you guys got any questions before I log off? Alright. Well, guys, I wanted to thank you for logging on. You know what? This is great. We're improving. We got to go over a really good game and learn that one thing we have to do, like Dawson, we have to listen to our pieces, and as like his were ninjas. Whatever you guys want to make your pieces to be, to you, they can be whatever, and just listen to the pieces. They'll tell you what to do. He said he was the ninja master, and his pieces told him where to go, and they called. So that comes with practice, time, a good memorization pattern of like move lines, and then just being in tune to when I always call Maurice Ashley calls it the spidey sense. I believe he's the one that said that. So did Josh Waitzkins. They get the you get that kind of tingle that there's something odd in the position that's not supposed, that was kind of like weird, like a piece is moved off to the side and it should be in the game. You kind of get that like tickle. I call it the tickle, and you use that, and then you play the best move. But that comes with practice, time, and you guys are doing that. My chess friends are doing that. You're improving. That's what matters. And the main thing is, the Lord has given me a gift to teach and to help, but it's nothing that I can do without Him. Okay, and I appreciate that, you guys thank me and stuff, but it's a gift that is, as like in James it says, it's sent from the Father of lights, which is above. That's the gift. He's given me a gift of a chess and teaching, and so I want to honor and give it all to Him. But back now to what we were saying about, I gotta say, you're doing great. You're taking your knowledge and applying it. See, you're not just knowing the information, you're actually applying it, and it's improving your ratings. And I'm happy for you, my chess guys, to keep going, chess bros. Because you're going beyond your will, and you're actually doing it, and that's you're fulfilling as the Bruce Lee sayings, knowing is not enough, we must apply. You're applying it, and willing is not enough, you must do, and you're doing it. And like what you were saying, that there are no limits. There are plateaus, and we must not stay there. That's the whole thing that we have to keep in mind, is not to stay where we are, be satisfied, and to continue to keep thriving onward and upward, and never stopping, and always persevering through. Because you're going to get in positions in chess on the board that you're going to be like, can I survive this? Yeah, sometimes I have to get up. You have to stand behind your chair or something and look at the board, and kind of, as Gary Kasparov said, you have to cut through the foliage of the black and white jungle on the board, and you'll navigate. I know you, my chess friends, will navigate through that. You know what? I even sometimes fall into those snares, and then I have to get up, stand behind my chair, find the right move to navigate out either to a win or a draw. And it's like, how did I make a mistake like that? First of all, you have to tell yourself, it's okay. It's okay. You know what? Learn from it. It's happened. What are you going to do now? And you got to go back to the Jeremy Silman principles, that let's say you traded a bishop for a rook. Let's say you lost a rook for a bishop. But what happens is now you have a bishop, so you have something called an imbalance. And you just have to make your bishop better than your opponent's rook. And that's just how it has to be. And if it's a close game, and let's say you traded you have a knight and your opponent has a rook, but it's a close game, knights are better in a close game. So in theory, and with proper play and proper knight movements, you should be able to win. So let's see, what else chess wisdom can I give you that my teacher taught me? Well, he basically told me that always remember to develop your pieces. Of course, that's the principle. That's the big joke. I always forgot, like what we talked about, developing my rook, but now I don't do that. You guys see in my chess games that all my pieces get used, and to their maximum effectiveness. And like what we say always, when we have to sharpen our tactical skills, and they're like swords. When they're well sharpened, they could be good for attacking and defending. And like coal, when we press it, it becomes a diamond, which are like our eyes. We have to, when you put a beam into a diamond, it's like a laser. We have to have laser-like focus. And as always, what we have to do is do the one thing that most won't. We hang up our coat, we hang up our hat, and we sit down and study when most won't. We do, and that makes all the difference. And I'll leave you guys with that. And also, can you say a prayer for Europe and a lot of the stuff that's going on in the Middle East, like for prayer there too, and that earthquakes that are going on. There was a really big one that hit in Russia, so pray for that everybody was okay there. So, and we'll leave you with that. As Wesley So says, through the Lord Jesus, as I say, God bless, and I'll see you guys next time on Chess Crutcher TV. Have a blessed morning, afternoon, and evening, and Lord willing, I'll be back on tomorrow, and we'll continue to keep pushing forward on our studies and improving, and congratulations on rising to greatness, my friends. You're doing great. Keep it up. Remember, you can be happy, but never be satisfied where you are. Keep going up, and always honor Him. Okay, be blessed, guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. 2 thumbs up. Bye bye. Be blessed.